Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man. And last night, which was Monday night. Yesterday afternoon, I guess it was. I started chatting with Big Hoss. I haven't chatted with him for a month or two, and he sent me over his map here. He gave me a link to it quite some time ago, but I have not been logging into anything. I haven't logged into Facebook. I haven't logged into Discord. I haven't done any social media whatsoever. And I'm just kind of getting tired. And so I was just playing games and spending time with family and not doing too much and kind of getting, I don't know, down a little bit on gaming. But I'm back now. Hey. Anyway, so I was talking with Haas, and he sent me over his new map. Of course, it's not brand new anymore. It's been out a little bit. So, American Heartland. And this is it. This is the farm. There's the farm over there. I'm not going to do a run around. Most of you guys on my channel probably already been playing this map. So, or some of you anyway. There's the farmhouse. This is the farm proper. And you end up with one field. I've already done one harvest off of it, and I pretty much kept most of the equipment that was on the map. There's some changes I made, but most of it is just the in-game stuff, and I'll probably leave that for a while until I get going here. And let's see, there's an update in Giant Farm Simulator 2017. One of the updates is that now, if you remember way back in time, I did a test where if you fertilize 3 times or you fertilize 1 time, it didn't make any difference. Now it does. Now it does. So if you fertilize 3 times now, you're going to get a way better yield. And one of the other things that they changed, and I put chopped straw in, is that if you have straw out on the field and you plow it under, that works as one fertilization. So let's say this field up yonder here, the only one we own right now, was just harvested, and there was straw on it, and I plow it under. That counts as a fertilization. Then you will then seed and fertilize. There's your second one. And then if you run around and either do a weeder, which I'm not that enthused over, or spray some fertilizer, there goes your third fertilization. And it really, really makes a big difference. A major difference that you can tell. So where I'm at right now is I did one harvest on field number 1. I can't remember what it was. Probably wheat. I could check. Let's take a look. Yeah, it was probably wheat, because I have some wheat in here. I have a little bit of starting stuff in each one here, but not anything to speak of. You got some different crops here that we can do. Let's see here. We'll look at this map as I go. Right now, I'm just concentrating on this one little field here. I put wheat on it, and I'm going to let it grow. I'm going to let it shine. First of all, let's run over and see where we're at in the fertilization stage here. Right now, the growth pattern of 1 is I just started it. I just finished plowing and seeding. So it's in the very first stage of growth. So I think maybe I'll let it go for a minute or two. I've added some mods. Here's a mod that I added right here. If you look down in the lower right hand corner, it tells you the growth status, that it's wheat on the field and it's been seeded, and that's where it's at right now. It's in the very beginning stage of growth. So I have that mod that I'm dinking with. What else do I have? Let's see. Well, you already know I've got Glance. I've been using that for a while. I can't think. I've got several mods. I do have some mods. By the way, Texas 2 is out. You'll probably already know that by the time you see this. But in Texas too, they've added mud, and I'm just trying to make sure I have withering off. Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Dirt is normal. Plant growth is fast. I'm going to speed up plant growth a little bit because I've got one field. I've got nothing to do. So let's speed up time a little bit, and then we'll just kind of watch the growth stage here and make sure we don't go too far past. As soon as it gets a little bit greener, I'll give it another fertilization. Oh, it's growing already. Cool beans. All right, we're in the second stage. Let's pop this back down. I don't want to get too carried away because I didn't have straw on there, which means I only have one fertilization there. I need to do 2 sprays to get my third one in. So let me get my spray rig out. Like I say, I'm using all in-game equipment right at the moment, and it'll probably be that way into the near future. I mentioned Texas. Again, you'll probably see that. It's probably old news by the time you get to see this. But you have to start a new game, which I had to do. So it took me a little while to catch up with that to where I was, and I didn't really. I changed everything. You'll see. I went John Deere on everything. Got into a John Deere kick. You can blame Haas for that. He's been messing around with John Deere stuff, and I just went all John Deere. So everything's green. I went green. I'm not politically correct, but I went green in that farm. You'll have to see it. Pardon me while I take a sip of tea. I have to do that. My throat gets a little dry. All right. Let's do some spraying here. Now, to do the spraying, at this point, I can probably see where it's spraying. And so I'll be okay if I do it manually. But when the crop starts getting bigger, I'm going to have to use cruise control because I won't be able to see where I've sprayed and where I haven't sprayed. I feel like a dog running around peeing on trees. I'm marking my field. The only problem with using generic, I shouldn't say generic, vanilla equipment is so slow. It's just so slow. That it's only got like 300 horses. Only. That's a pretty good tractor, really. 300 horses, you know. Not every tractor you got out there's got 12 to 1,500 horses on it. Okay, so here's the trick. Anyway, there's quite a bit. If you haven't checked this map out, gosh, I don't know. You can go to Haas's Facebook page. I'll see if he'll give me permission to give it out. He probably will. But if he gives me permission to give it out, I'll get the map to you if you want it. And in the meantime, there's quite a bit of stuff on it. He worked pretty hard on this map. He didn't think it was all that from the get-go because he said he put it together really quickly. And I told him that's a bunch of BS. It's very good in my opinion. And that I think that it's just the fact that he's getting better at making the maps because he's done it and done it and done it now with the several maps he's got. He's learned a lot, and it just has been a little bit easier for him to put it together. So it wasn't that he rushed through and didn't put much time in it. He didn't have to. He was getting better at making the maps. That's my opinion. Practice, 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 and you get better and faster, and it becomes easier. Doesn't make it less tedious, you know, playing God and popping trees down and fence line and all that kind of stuff. That gets kind of tedious. Putting roads in, buildings, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know, tedious is probably the word of the day. I said it 3 times, I must have meant it. Well, Easter's over. I can't believe how fast time flies, you know. It just seems like it was the holidays, and now it's mid-April already. Past mid-April. What is today? 17th? 18th. It's the 18th. See, I lost another day. Crazy. I'm still getting over the fact that I've burst the bubble of 3,000 subscribers, and again, I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. I gotta think. I'm trying to think of a new word. Wow, spraying this field is so tedious. Boring, maybe? Boring isn't quite another word for tedious, but it can be kind of used in the same context, I guess. I can't wait to make a little money. I want to buy another field. You only start with one field, and it's not very big. And I'm not quite sure how much the fields are costing on this map, but we'll find out as we go. I have a hard time with this because I see a new map and I want to play it. And everybody's probably saying, oh, come on, just play one map. I can't. I just can't. I never have been able to. I get excited about doing something different, something new, seeing new sights. I think that's what I like about a lot of the role-playing games that I like to play. And I made a comment in my update video that I thought might cause a little bit of controversy, and that was that I get probably the majority of my subscribers come from the farming videos, and that's great. But I made a comment that my favorite games are the role-playing games, and farming is just a close second. And I thought, you know, is that controversial? Is that cutting my throat? I don't see it that way, and I'll tell you why. This is a simulation game, and you can't really compare a simulation game to a role-playing game, a fantasy role-playing game, especially the open world role-playing games. In that respect, an open world role-playing game is similar in one respect to a simulation game, and that is, if it's open world, then that means you don't have to follow a certain set of rules to play the game. A lot of the games that are role-playing games that aren't open world, you have a storyline, you have a quest line, and you can't deviate from it. And if you play it again, it's going to be exactly the same every time you play it, because it's a linear story. You can't deviate from the line that the quest is taking. But I kind of like the role-playing games that are open world, like Fallout 4 and Skyrim, and even to that extent, the new ones that I'm playing, Horizon Zero Dawn and Mass Effect Andromeda, they are kind of open world. They do have a linear story, and that's something I do like about the role-playing games as well, is that there's a storyline, because I get invested with the characters. Now in this game, I get invested in you guys because it's a simulation game, and I'm a farmer, and I'm farming and plowing a field, trying to make a living and feed my family and be a good citizen to the community that I'm living in and farming in, and providing food and sustenance to those village zombies that I make so much fun of. The difference is that I'm not out here by myself. You're playing with me. In my mind, you're right here with me, and that's what keeps me yapping. Because, hey, you're sitting in a tractor with me, and I'm talking to you. So that's my buy-in to the simulation games, whereas the role-playing games, You have a protagonist, you have a hero, you have a character that you're playing, and hopefully you're doing that character justice in the style that you play, and you can get invested in those characters. I do. I get invested in the characters, and they become important to me. I like them, or I hope I do. Anyway, I made that comment that role-playing games were my favorite, and this is just a close second. And that's true, but it's not necessarily true, as I explained. In some respects, they're similar with the buy-in. It's just that my buy-in is with you guys and not a character in a game. So let's see. We've got that fertilization out of the way. We have to wait for the next one. And I know some of you guys that like farming are getting tired of me talking about the role-playing game, so I will stop. Where am I? I'm lost. Where the hell am I? There. Got turned around there for a minute. Alright, let's take another quick look at the field here. By the way, that program that I'm using that shows you what, see, you notice now the wheat is 28% in growth stage. That is called Game Extension. It's called Game Extension. And it does a lot more than that. Let me show you what it does. It adds something here to your Okay, I lost it there for a minute. You hit the I key. When you hit the I key, it adds a new menu for you. And you can do cruise controls on, toggle crosshairs on. If you turn that off, you lose that crosshair. Farmer's touch. I have no idea what that is, really. It says, show crop status on screen when on field. Okay, that's what we're looking at right now in the lower right-hand corners is Farmer's touch. You have a screenshot mode, turns everything off so you can get some nice screenshots. Vehicle HUDs are on. DC shuttle control is on for drive control. So let's see, what else have we got? You got your AI extensions, and that, if that is on, then everything down here that says AI is controllable. Okay, so you can start, if you hire a worker, you can set what time they actually start. So if you set it for 7 o'clock, that means if you hire that, you can't hire a worker before 7 because they're lazy. They're still home in bed. Okay, and then the end shift is 9 o'clock. I think that's what that represents. It's around 9 o'clock. I'm not sure. I'll have to test that. That might be 1900. If that's 1900, then that would be 7 o'clock at night. So they won't work after 7. I'll have to test that, see how that goes. You got the AI as normal, defines how high the normal rate is for when you're hiring AIs. Overtime rate. This is the pay. You can increase the pay. Why do you want to? I don't know, but you can do that, and then you can pay them overtime if you hang them over. This is the number of actual farm hands that you can hire, so you can adjust that. Say, I only want to be able to hire one at a time. Again, why would you want to do that? I don't know. I don't recall if I've ever had more than 10 working at one time. Excuse me. I'm slurping down tea. My throat's really dry today for some reason. I know why it's dry, by the way. I told you I was talking to Haas yesterday. We didn't finish talking till 2:30 my time in the morning, which is 4:30 his time. So yeah, my throat is kind of talked out. Anyway, let's continue on here. 0 always work and auto attach. Dynamic hose difficulty level. let's see, 1 equals 1 hose must be attached for that type to function. 2, all hoses must be attached for that type to function. I'm not quite sure if I've got equipment that would use that. Fruit growth during missions. Okay, so this means that if you're working a mission, the crops keep growing. Player lift scale. You can adjust this. Let's say you've got a pallet of seeds on your farm, and you have the ability to, when you walk up to it, it shows that little hand where you can pick something up. Some things are too heavy, so you can make yourself into Superman and give you more strength to pick things up. That's what that's all about. So if you're a logger and you go out there, you can pick up heavier logs. Player grab distance, that's self-explanatory. Time scale at night. Pardon me. What this is you can set the scale time. And what happens is, on this one, I have it set at 20. So that means that starting at 2100, it just kind of zooms to 6 o'clock in the morning. So if I'm farming and it gets to be 2100, zip, it just zooms to 6. Now that's good for me, because if I'm recording at night, you have a hard time seeing what I'm doing. It's too darn dark, and I'll tell you why about that in a minute. Well, I might as well tell you now. This particular map, when Haas gave it to me, has a new atmosphere to it, which means that at night it gets very, very dark, very dark. And there's a certain time right as it's getting dark that it's pitch black. And then later in the nighttime, the moon will come out and give you a little bit of moonlight. But if I've got this thing set, then at 2100, it just zips to 6 in the morning. Now you can adjust that to anywhere you want. Anywhere you want. I'm going to leave it at 20. Because I do sometimes farm later in the evening. This is your auto-save interval, so you can disable that if you want to, and you can set it in minutes. Tabbing into vehicles. This one is kind of more for like, if you're on a server and you want to control people, that you might be able to use this to keep them from tabbing to vehicles. I don't know why you'd want to do that again either, but who knows? Might be something handy. So anyway, there you go. That's what this thing does. It's pretty handy. Let me speed up time a little bit again, and we'll get on with this. The third fertilization you can actually do when it's ready to harvest. So let's say this field was ready to harvest and I hadn't fertilized. I could actually fertilize it and then harvest it, and I'd be okay. All right, we're watching paint dry right at the moment. By the way, I was talking about the new Texas version of Texas, and you have to start a new game. He stuck mud in there. Oh, my God. I drove through a small little mud puddle, and my piece of equipment was so dirty I couldn't see the logos on the side. It was funny. All right, let me take a look at the growth stage here, because we're getting into nighttime. And let's see where we're at. 1. So we're in another growth stage that we could probably go ahead and do our last fertilization, and then we can just wait until the thing is ripe. So I might do that. I might go ahead and do that while it's while I still have some sunlight to do that. I haven't actually used the program that I just showed you yet, that mod. I haven't actually used it for very long. I had it on a map that I was dinking around with. The Texas map was I was trying to get. Haas and I were playing Texas last night together. Now, when I say together, he was playing his Texas at home, and I was playing my Texas. We weren't playing together on a server. We were just playing the same map at the same time, and discussing things as we went. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the cruise control because it's kind of getting dark, and I want to be able to see I may or may not be able to see, so I'm going to use cruise control. Let me see here. I'm going to set this thing to turn at the end of the field, and we're going to start this process right here. Let me back up a little bit, and then now I've got to reset that, and I'm going to put on cruise control and let this fella go. Is that the fastest you'll go? Oh wow, that is slow. Anyway, so if you haven't done that yet, if you have a friend and you've got Discord or something and you're playing, and you're both playing the same farm, Scorpion and I do it all the time. He just calls me up, and if I'm not recording, which I have to apologize, by the way, I haven't been on Discord for quite some time. Now I never went to Facebook. I just don't. I don't like Facebook per se. And everybody tells me you got to be on Facebook, you got to be on social media, or you won't get subscribers and blah blah blah. That's fine, but I'm not doing this necessarily for subscribers. If I was, I wouldn't be running my page the way I do. I'd be doing a lot of things different. People tell me I put too many videos up, and all kinds of stuff. I've got over 1,400 videos up on my page in just the last couple of years. That's a lot of videos. That's a lot of work. Somebody sent me a comment the other day and said, Rudy, how much time do you spend working on your videos and stuff a day? I said, about 8 hours. And he said, holy crap. I said, well, yeah, it's a lot of work. And then you can see why I kind of get tired after a while. And people will say, well, if you didn't play so many games. But yeah, I just like playing games, though. I don't want to stop playing games. I'll tell you what, if it came to where somebody said you had to stop playing so many games or you had to stop making videos, I'd stop making videos. I don't want to stop playing my games. It's, I don't know. It takes me out of the... It's kind of like a good book or good movie. You go watch a good movie and you forget about the real life for a while. If you sit down and read a good book, same thing. You get immersed in a story and characters, and in the way I read, when I get into a story, it's like I'm the one that's in the book doing stuff. I kind of immerse myself, and that's kind of what games do to me. If I play a good game, it's like I have forgotten about, sickness and disease and angry people and what's going on my sidewalk outside. And that's not necessarily true. I have a webcam sticking out the window so I can see my sidewalk. Anyway, yeah, that's what gaming means to me, is a way for me to have fun, pass time while I'm having fun, and not have to think about where the next meal's coming from, which I don't have to worry about. I don't know where that came from, but people have different things that they have to worry about throughout the day. Getting to work, coming home from work, sick kids, a great number of things that real life brings to a person. To me, playing games takes me out of that, at least for a little while, at least while I'm playing the game. I guess I'm going to have to call this. No, it's not my fault. Haas, when he gave me this map, only gave me one field, and it isn't very big. It's postage stamp size. So I'm tending to ramble. I just realized. I'm talking about absolutely nothing. Probably boring everybody to death. Let me finish my tea. I'm going to have to cut this episode short, or you'll get sick of me. If you're not already. Oh, God. I went to get the last dregs of tea out of my cup, and it kind of dripped through my beard down onto my shirt. Now I look like a slob. Oh, well. It's laundry day for me anyway. Alrighty. Are we bored yet? Yeah, kinda. You know what? I think I'm going to speed up time because this is it. This is the last thing I have to do before this crop is ready. So I'm going to put it up to 120. I want to find out what happens at 2100 since I'm using that program. For those of you that are on that are patrons, I will put that program I just showed you in the patron download on my OneDrive. So if you're interested in it, open up the OneDrive. If you don't have the links still, give me a holler and I'll get the link to you. It's the same link. It hasn't changed. So if you're a patron and you originally got the link, it's the same link. I've updated some stuff in there too. Oh, by the way, John Deere. Oh my God, it does get dark. Holy smokes! Okay, look, it's fast. It's going very fast. 2,000 times speed. It's going to 6 o'clock. Oh, that's sweet. Sweet. I like that. Holy smokes! We're ready to harvest. Maybe. Let me jump out of this. Oh, I can't. If I jump out of it, it'll stop because I'm using cruise control. Sorry. Yeah, cruise control. I was thinking of, what's that other one I use? Course play. Okay, I got myself all excited now. Okay, let me put time back to 5. We got a little bit of morning fog here, and that's okay too. Now, whoa, stop. Did I run out of fuel? Fuel. I didn't run out of fuel. I ran out of, whatchadinger. Fertilizer. So let's run up and get some more up here. I had something on my beady brain, and as soon as that happened, it just went zip right out. Oh, I was going to say, if you notice the mountains, now on my game, might not look like your game. I've got a pretty powerful computer. I've got an i7 processor, and I've got a 1070 NVIDIA card. I didn't buy the 1080 because it was about $800, and I got the 1070 for about half that, so I went with the 1070. But anyway, if you notice, the mountains look clear all the way around the map. Through the whole map, I can see clear across the map, and that mountain over there looks just about as clear as that one over there and that one over there. I don't know if you can see that, but I can. All right, now let me see. I don't remember where I left off, so I don't think this thing will spray if I can't do it. So let me check this out. Well, it's putting spray down, and it looks like I've already done that, so I didn't think it would. I really didn't think it would. Oh, no, I don't want to go that way. Let's go this way. Is this where I left off? I think it is, because I had one little strip to go. Okay, now it's got me turning the right way. All right, if I was talking about something that went over my head again, I apologize for that. Oh, crud. All right, sorry, phone call. Can't remember what I was talking about. Remember, rambling. That's what I've been doing. We're almost done here. It's actually kind of funny because normally when I record, my 45 minutes is over before I know it. And I think, already? This time it seems like, oh man, I still got 10 minutes to go. What do I say now? All right, let's turn off that. Cruise control. Also, just information. I don't generally talk about the Patreon, but somebody asked me if I had a mod list the other day. I don't keep a mod list anymore because it's too much work for me to keep all the links fresh. And I don't know if you guys have been downloading mods or maps lately, but the mod hosting web pages have just gone crazy, just nuts with 2015. I don't know what's going on with the modding world of Farm Sim, but it's just going crazy. Stevie's quitting because people stole his stuff, and it's just going nuts. And I was playing a map called Don Diego, and there was a guy that had the map, and he got it, according to him, legitimately from the mod host page or someplace, or a friend gave it to him, I don't remember. He was doing a live stream, and supposedly the team that made Don Diego came onto his live stream and just went ape crap on him because he stole their game and he was doing stuff. And it turns out if you go on some of the web pages that have Don Diego's map on it, you'll find 15 versions of it. And supposedly there was a group of people making this map, and one of them got mad and quit and took the map and just started giving it to everybody. And so there was some insider war going on there. And I'm kind of speaking out of turn. I'm just saying what I've heard. But I got to the point where I'm afraid to play Don Diego because I don't want him coming after me and telling me, "Oh, you're playing a game that shouldn't have been out," and blah blah blah. And I guess he released it early. One of the things that I heard. And so anyway, this poor guy doing the live stream was just getting creamed by these guys. And if something like that happened to me, I'd just quit recording. I don't like that kind of thing. I don't like. I'm doing this for fun. I'm not doing it for somebody to tear me a new one. And if that ever happens, I'll just quit recording. I don't need that kind of grief. I'm playing for fun, and I don't want to be. I just wouldn't put up with it. Let's put it that way. And everybody has a choice in life. If somebody does something that makes me upset, I'll just stop doing what I'm doing. Just it's like watch a TV show you don't like, turn it off. Don't watch it anymore. Get a bad meal at a restaurant. I'm not going there anymore. I'm not going to sit up on a pedestal and tell everybody, don't go, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. I'm not going to call ABC or NBC and say, I hate your stinking show. It's no good. I'll just not watch it anymore. So anyway, there you go. So I'm a little worried about Don Diego, about playing it. I don't want to get somebody jumping down my throat on it. Let me jump this up a little bit and see if we can. I don't know if this growth status in the lower right-hand corner, I don't know if it's real time. Will it change? Or do I have to come out of the field and come back in? It says it's ready, but so I could probably harvest it. I know that Haas told me that he likes to wait till it's 100%. I don't know if it really makes a difference or not. I really don't know. But I've only got a few minutes left in the episode anyway, so. I don't know if it's real time. Maybe just run around the field. I'll just run around the field. Run, run, run until something happens. Remember? Rambling? Remember? Oh, people, I'm going to lose half my subscribers on this episode. Oh, God. Let's take a look at some of the barns while we're waiting. Look at this. This is kind of cool. All these tools and stuff. I like these kind of barns that you can drive through. I'm lazy. I don't like the ones I have to back into. They're kind of hard. One of them had a naked woman in it. Where was that one? There. Look at that one. That's cool. She's kind of oddly shaped, but it looks like she is shapely. Here's the other thing. Look at the lights in the building. They're so bright. Such a happy, cheery farmhouse. So brightly lit. That's funny, isn't it? Tell you what, if you haven't seen this map yet. Oh, hey, we're 100%. Cool beans. Let me drop this thing down to normal time. Hey, I'm in the hole, $5,000. I got to make some money. So let's grab our combine here. Get it ready to go. I can't remember which corner. I think it's the southeast corner of the map. Could be the southwest. There is kind of a waterfall thing, and at night, you can't see it in the daytime, but at night, it's three different colors. There's three spouts of water coming out of this waterfall, and each one has a different color, but you can't see it in the daytime. You have to go there at night. That's kind of cool. Reminds me of Grand Coulee Dam. That happens at Grand Coulee Dam when they open the spillway. They've got an actual light show, like a laser show, on the water out there, and it's a tourist attraction. It's kind of cool. All right, let's see. We're going to do a course here because I can. Field work. We're going to do field number 1. Wait a minute. Let me check, make sure I don't already have one. I don't have one. So we're going to do one. All right, field number 1, 13 meters, northeast. Gonna head west. Gonna activate that, do that, save it. Harvest field 1, that's easy. I only have one field. And then let's get started here. Now I'm picking up the straw because I need straw. I don't have a stockpile of straw, so I'm picking up the straw. But at some point, I'm going to start spreading the straw for fertilizer and plowing it under. So I do have the chopped straw mod in here. So let's go. Let's do it. Go, man, go. Come on, go, go. There you go. And there's our windrow. Isn't it fluffy? It's beautiful. Cool beans. And I can get this guy ready to go. I don't know. Do I have a course for this? I don't remember. No, I do not. So I'm going to have to set up a course for this. Tell you what we do. We can do a quick harvest field 1. And that'll tell me where that thing starts. Flip this thing around. And we're going to do a transportation course right there. Let's finish this though. Going to do a transportation course. Run up to this rutty road here. Somebody asked also if he was going to put mud in, and he said, hell no. He might. You never know. I've heard him say that before, and then he's turned around and done it, but it seems like a lot of work to me. But what do I know? I don't make maps. I just play them. I just assume it's a lot of work, which it probably is. I don't have any animals because I don't have any money. I'm going to have to sell the crop I already made. Show you those mixing stations in the next episode. They're really cool. All right, now we'll get this done. This will be ready. Now this this forage wagon is going to work much faster than that combine over there, so I'm going to wait on that. Let's do... Oh, come on. Straw to farm silo. There you go. Cool beans. Get rid of that. And we'll wait. With that, I'm going to call it an episode. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Don't take me too serious. Hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next episode. Happy farming.